Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Ready?
And Stroud now to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of players like we just saw. They were forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. I'm hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Young. open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Young off the play fake. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, from that point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very well. It looks like the defense on the heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Young now. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A play fake, now Young. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Young. And his throw here's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young will set to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. His throw incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. Now it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Texans.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
That red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 3-3. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the 1st after a gain of about 9. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Sanders. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Looking to throw, Young. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Young. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So all field goals so far, 6 3-yard score as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now a first down throw for Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And they're going to stop play here. And the injury is to, that's DJ Chark, the receiver, who's in need of some help right now. The medical staff will have under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Young on third down. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Stroud now on 2nd down. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sadly, that's the type of run we've seen from these guys this year, ranked 32nd last in the NFL.
But there is good news because there's nowhere to go but up. Unfortunately, up might have to wait until next season.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the interception, Young to the right side and complete to Hurst. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex in that. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Woods. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll start it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that one too wide and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Their own 14-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A 1st down throw for Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
3rd down and 1.
Ultra.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Brown. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. That's complete to Hutchinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Texans' 1st down.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. They go again with Pierce. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Saved by the 29. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Didn't get much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready? Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide out and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Hey, check that. Street.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Houston.
Let's go now.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And Stroud now to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. That'll be caught left side by Woods. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Looking to throw, Young. And Sharp calls it in. And that is well field across the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here is Young. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down and 6 now. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field goal all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of playing that defensively, and now brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Gets the dump off to Pierce. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Stroud keeps it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Off the play fake, Young. He'll buy some time right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Young on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to be set up with 1st and goal. The pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Once again with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers,
they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll take it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Stroud. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
that means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.